Okay, so final process in cellular respiration is going to be the electron transport chain, which is basically what I have drawn here. This is going to be the electron transport chain. What we have here, what this would be, is our inner membrane. This is the intermembrane space, and this is the mitochondrial matrix. So what happens is we have our reduced forms of NADH and FADH are going to come in from the mitochondrial matrix. And these are proteins that are going to accept 2 electrons from NADH and FADH. They're going to accept the electrons from the hydrogen and open specific to where they came from. So the first protein is going to be specific to NAD only, and the second protein is going to be specific to FAD only. Now, once the hydrogen detaches from the reduced form of NAD, it's going to get rid of its electron, and the electrons are going to go into the protein. And these little proteins are going to be are what is going to carry over the protein from protein to protein. So if NAD's protein goes into its protein specific, then it's going to move over continually until it gets to this protein, and it's going to fall out of it, and it's going to eventually make water. That's the final product water comes from in the cellular respiration equation. So the hydrogen is going to be able to diffuse through the proteins, and what we have down here is a higher concentration of hydrogens, and up here we have a lower concentration. And what all molecules like to do is move from a higher concentration gradient to a lower concentration gradient, and that is what is occurring in the electron transport chain. So once the hydrogens get up here, they're going to shift down the electron transport chain, and once the gradient becomes unbalanced, once the inner membrane space becomes a higher concentration gradient, they're going to want to go back down into the mitochondrial matrix because of the gradient. So what they do is they move down to ATP synthase, and they're going to go through this open space right here of the ATP synthase, and the hydrogens are going to go down and combine. They're going to make our final products. They're going to merge with the water. They're gonna merge with oxygen to create H2O, and out of this whole process we get phosphates, which are going to combine. Free phosphates are going to combine with ADP, which then creates ATP. So to create ATP, which is the main focus of the electron transport chain, is to create more energy. Free phosphates are formed in this process, and they're going to attach to the ADP, which is in the mitochondrial matrix. And our end product of ATP is around 32 to 36 final ATP produced. Welcome. Today we're going to do the Krebs cycle. This is the process in cellular respiration that follows the link reaction. And from the link reaction, we have our 2 acetyl-CoAs, which came out of the link reaction. And now in the Krebs cycle, which is occurring in the matrix of a cell, we have a 4-carbon molecule that is also known as oxaloacetate is going to combine with our 2 carbon molecules, our acetyl-CoAs. When this happens, it's going to remove the coenzyme A from each of these, and it's going to combine in a way where it's 5 and then the 6th carbon is on top. And oh jeez, whatever. And this is going to create a citric acid molecule. And then from this we have a oxidation reaction, and so carbon dioxide is removed from both of these. So when we remove a carbon dioxide from each of these, a hydrogen is produced, and so we have a free NADH at either one of these to pick up the hydrogens. And then that is the reduced version of NAD or NADH. And then this happens again. Carbon dioxide is going to be removed from the 5-carbon molecule, and so we're going to take a carbon away again from each of these. And then NAD is also there again to pick up a free hydrogen from each of these reactions. And the second time that the carbon is removed, we have ADP, which is also there like NAD, and ADP is like the same thing as NAD. It's going to pick up the energy that was released from this reaction, because in every reaction there is energy that is required and there is energy that is released. And after this, we have our 4-carbon molecule, and so these can go away.